So a little while back, I did a video talking about what if J. Jonah Jameson existed in the DC universe. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to bring that back, but as a more condensed version. Because I talked about how, in that story, I think Jameson would be a much different character in the DC universe. His biggest thing in the Marvel universe is that he really, at the beginning, before he knew Spider-Man was Peter Parker and all that, the problem he had, for the most part, was he hated the idea of these superheroes having this unchecked power. And like he didn't have a lot of problem with a lot of superheroes, like say Captain America. He didn't like the idea of these guys running around with secret identities and, you know, doing as they please. Whereas I think in the DC universe, if he can just like sit down and talk to some of these heroes, he'd be like, oh yeah, they're really cool. Like Superman, he's pretty decent. Wonder Woman, big gal, I like her. The Flash, talks too fast, I don't like him, but he's alright. Like, that's the thing, is that I feel like, for the most part, if Jameson existed in the DC universe, he would have a much less aggressive view on superheroes, because they'd be like, yeah, if he can talk to and interview them, he'd be like, all right, you're okay, you get the, all right, get out of here, you're all right. But there's one superhero I think he would have the biggest problem with, and that is Batman. So what would it be like if J. Jonah Jameson existed in Gotham City, or ran the Gotham Gazette? That might be the title. Anyway, so what if Jameson existed in Gotham City? Well, obviously, he would have the same problem with Batman as he does Spider-Man. It's some loony running around in a bat suit. And I think it would be like when Batman's just kind of in the shadows, just attacking people. If Jameson was running the Gotham Gazette, he'd be like, no, it's not a human-bat hybrid. That's stupid. It's a dude. It's obviously a guy in a costume. So, yeah, we're not running a bunch of like a bunch of what do we look like? The tabloids? Are we the tabloids? No, we're not. So so retract that and tell everyone that's a guy in it's some crazy nut in a costume. What are you waiting for? Chinese New Year? Get out of here. So, Jameson from the get-go would have a much more laser-focused view on Batman. And here's the other thing. Whereas the Gotham Gazette treated Batman at the beginning like nothing more than an urban legend, and then treated him like a hero, if Jameson was in charge of the Gotham Gazette, he would laser-focus and use media. And media is a powerful thing. No matter what you can say, you are not immune to propaganda. So, if Jameson was running, hey, this guy is running around in a costume, beating up civilians, and you know, scaring the life out of everyone, a lot more people are going to have their opinion on Batman a lot more sour from the get-go. Whereas usually in Gotham it's 50-50, where it's like, oh, I like Batman, but I'm scared of him. And the other half is, I'm scared of him and I don't like him. Here it's going to be like, I'm scared of him and I don't like him. That's going to be like 80% of Gotham. So Bruce as Batman is going to be working like overtime to, you know, help people who are just like, get that freak out of here. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, what the hell is he doing here? That's what Batman is going to be contending with most of the time. Is, you know, the public opinion is going to be vastly against him than it is before. Now, the other things that he's probably, like, Jameson's gonna have is, like, talk about, like, why does he have a sidekick with him? Like, a brightly colored young sidekick, and he's wearing dark clothes. Seems to, and I don't think Jameson is not a ghoul. He's not gonna run something about, like, Batman's a pet. He's not gonna say Batman's a pedo. Jameson has seen sidekicks before, so he's not gonna do that. What he is gonna do is say that he's endangering a child's life, and basically making a child soldier. That's what he's going to run with. Is that when the moment Batman has Robin, he's just going to run with, this guy is making a child soldier and going to get this kid killed. And God help everyone if Jameson was there when Jason Todd got killed. Like, yeah, told you Joker was going to drive it. And he's also going to run with the thing of Batman being here is creating these villains. He's going to run with that thing, even though it's completely not true. The only one it really was, and you can make that argument, is Joker. Everyone else, They kind of fell into being a villain from the get-go. But Jameson's not going to care. Jameson's going to run with the whole thing of, yeah, Batman's very presence, you know, creates challenge, and these villains are like the city's reaction to Batman being here. Now, I would I think that's a big thing of what Jameson is going to do, is really put public opinion against Bruce on the downturn from the get-go. I also think he's going to criticize Gotham PD and turn public opinion against Gotham PD for being so clearly lenient with Batman when they were supposed to catch him, and now they're working alongside Batman. Gordon and Jameson were not going to like each other. They are, Gordon and Jameson are going to have a problem with it, and Gordon's going to be like, you're just doing this for for hits, that's all you are. You are just doing this for your own public gain. And he's like, no, I lost my wife to a guy in a mask, and no one cared. I see Batman with all of this unchecked power, unchecked, weaponry, and he's scaring people. He uses his power for fear. What's going to happen when how far is Batman going to take it, Gordon, until he decides he can put fear in normal civilians before they become the bad guys? You ever think about that? So, that's what I think Jameson's going to do. Now, would he be friends with Bruce Wayne? Maybe. He'd be like, Bruce Wayne. I think him and Bruce, Bruce would put on airs and be like, oh, Jameson, hello. I've thought about buying the Gotham Gazette. And he's like, not for sale. I would also love to see Vicky Vale and Jameson, work together. Not in a romantic way, but more like, Vale, get in here. What's the story with Bruce Wayne? Are you sleeping with him? You better not be. That's a conflict of interest. Get out of here. That's, he's just gonna be on Vale's ass, not in a kinky way, all the time. I think that would just be a great, the two of them, because I think Vicky Vale needs, her own Perry White, and Jameson would be a nice compliment to that. So, I think it would be really, I think Jameson would be, I would a good foil for Batman on the public view of him. And he'd be asking all the questions most people should ask when meeting when hearing about Batman is, okay, so he's a dude with a literal arsenal. He has child soldiers who answer his beck and call, and they decide who's the bad guy and who isn't. Now, obviously, Jameson is wrong, because if you lock up Batman, the villains get free reign. Keep in mind, this is Jameson, and while his view on superheroes in the comics as of late have softened, thank you, Chip Zdarsky, for those stories, his view on Batman is going to be, until, Batman reveals, and the only way he's going to lessen his view is Batman goes to the same way, it's going to be the same way that Peter stopped Jameson from attacking him all these years, is go to his house, sit down with him, reveal who he is, and talk about why he can't, reveal himself to the world. That's going to be the only way to get for Batman to get Jameson off his ass. And that's it. So there you go, guys. Yeah, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you think it would be like if Jameson existed in Gotham City? Just comment below, let me know. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say. This was a really fun one, and I wanted to revisit it because, again, I think out of every DC superhero, Jameson's going to look at Batman and go, fuck him. But anyway, so just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.